Let's start the session. Um, I think um, welcome to AWS Restart program. We'll see the restart program goals, approach, requirements, topics coverages. What are the things will be there? We'll be looking to that one. Let me see the our program goals. AWS Restart program completely industrial entry level IT career opportunity. Through this, we get a knowledge on building knowledge, skills, practical application, and cloud base. It's completely help in learning platform. What are the deliverables, content deliverables you can access, and lab parallelly small exercises. Mean to say exam like test, small test, and lab practicals also is available for you. Completely AWS team is providing for you. Directly you can access from there. It's a program approach. My name is Jagan Mohan. I have 10 years experience in IT sector, both development and a cloud environment. I'll be leading this program. Okay, and we'll have a hands-on experience, assessments, lot of things will be there. This is a one of the approach. And program requirements. You need a basic computer. I hope already yeah, dedicated computer is already you are having, and sufficient internet bandwidth to get access to all the courses and internet. That's it. And materials will be provided from the where it will be learning platform you can access. I hope yeah, in the program AWS Restart program, you can find it all the things. And today we will see the cloud foundation things. Before going that one, let me go the next slide. And what the topics coverages in this program: cloud foundation, computing, storage, networking, security, database, and core services. What are the core services AWS are providing? We'll see the AWS services, operations, automations, we can see, and professional skills completely related communications skills. Maybe another resource person will be taking the lead, and you'll have a basic Python programming language and Linux scripting basics. These are major topics will covered in AWS Restart program. Here it's a basic start level course. No need to experience. No need to have any experience or different domain domain also. It's a fine. You can get the knowledge. Again, I want to tell that in the restart program, we'll cover the cloud partition foundation thing. Once your accomplishment of that restart program, you can attend cloud partition. Is not mandatory, or else after accomplishment of this course, you'll get a badge You can portfolio in your profile, um, and this is the AWS certification journey. We are in the part of fundamental part, and this is the association level, and the association of solution architecture, developer, system development, admin, the professional architecture, DevOps, engineering, and in AWS, we have a specialization in data structure, machine learning, data analysis, security level, um, all advanced concept. What are the specific genre? I mean to say, if you're on a, if you're selecting a cyber security, you can pick the AWS security or advanced network. If you are on an analysis, data analysis part, you can pick the certificate data analysis, AWS data analysis certificate part. If you are coming from the genre from machine learning, you can pick the AWS machine learning. AWS giving multiple services which is binded completely packet. It's ready to eat. And we in this total journey, this is the total content we are covering. Um, let's start the session. Major topic, cloud foundation. Okay. Before going that one, let me know you have any doubts. You can unmute or chat. Balu, you can speak it before session. If you don't have a questions, we'll go to the next topic, introduction of the computing. Um, in computing, we'll see basic, very basics to compute anything. Okay. What we learn in this session? Basic component computer terminologies, IT terminologies, few IT terminologies. What are the core things we learn it? Mm, before digital going the digital world, uh, everyone having a net here browsing web application in the system. Um, can I know how the process is going? What's the backend going on? Anyone? Anyone? Um, a client is nothing but your mobile or your desktop or laptop. In the you'll open the browser. In the browser, you'll enter the website through the network. You'll have you'll connect to the server and you'll access the website. This is a basic, a small website. Similarly, if you want to build on this kind of website, AWS is giving multiple services for website. Different services is required. A developer will develop the application and he will commit the code. After committing code, operation engineer will be deployed and build what is that build application will be deployed into the server, and that application will be backend will be accessed database server, and we can't access directly server. There is a lot of internal private network, public network, through gateway, router, multiple services are there to hit the server. Before going in the concept, this is a basic flow. A client will request to the network from the server to the website, like how www.google.com. When you connected when your mobile or laptop was connected, IP addresses will be allocated for you. That will be a client IP, and what are the URL you are hitting to the network. The server will have a IP address that is called the DNS concept. It's completely into networking concept. Simply, a layman only, if you don't have any IT knowledge, simply will type the client, nothing but the any mobile browser or desktop browser or laptop browser. Will type an URL and to the network, you'll hit the server and you'll get a response website response. This is a basic thing. Before going to major, let me move to the next slide. What you observe here, there are in the world there are multiple applications. Is there mobile application, gaming application, video chat, video gaming. Lot of applications are there. Generally you will buy the product from the Amazon. Maybe in the WhatsApp, by using a WhatsApp, you will chat your friends or you'll make a video call to the family members, or video gaming. I hope your experience. Can you share your experience in this genre? Recently, anyone bought an Amazon product? Or I hope everyone using a WhatsApp, and we have a group also. WhatsApp group. Let me know పర్లేదు మీ నేటివ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ కూడా మాట్లాడవచ్చు తెలుగులో, నేను కంఫర్ట్గానే ఉంటాను. ఓకే. This is Momo and digital blocks. For mobile, we'll use mobile application, and for um, through the browser, if you want to build an through the browser, we'll access the web application. And gaming application, if you have laptop, desktop, mobile, we have in a digital world. Generally, you will see in a computing in the part of computing, we'll have mobile phone, tablet, reader, laptop, desktop, web server, database server, network. Through the network only, we'll have access all the things now. I hope this is a network terminology. We'll see the next slide. In the next slide, you will see the network port spare parts. Let's move to the next slide. Let me do the. This is a basic computer terminologies. Anyone in our batch, anyone any developer, front-end developer, or back-end developer, or anyone? If you if you have a knowledge on in the coding language, just generally a computer program will call a software engineer. Or else, if you're developing in a web application, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or front-end libraries like React, Angular. This is the front-end libraries. We'll call front-end developer. If you're using a Java or Python, building deliver application, business application, we'll call a backend application, backend developer. There is software engineering developer. I mean, the software engineer. Basic terminology. I mean to say, if you're writing a already we can write in a simple application in C language also. As we started in a programming language, set of statements or instructions. Write the code and we'll execute the code. Types of applications. Web server or application server. I hope best example generally we use Google Drive, Google Sheet, Google Docs. We'll access the Google Doc, Google Sheet. These are the applications. Once again. Sorry for the interrupt. Through Google platform is giving for us different application: Google Drive, Google Doc, Google Doc, Google Sheet. This is a this is the applications available in the server. Through the browser we are accessing. Well, Microsoft also Office 365 is available. Now it's available. Earlier it's available in the desktop application. Now it's available also in the web application. Office 365 you can access through the browser also. Can anyone any example regarding in a daily life? Any examples for web application? Gmail is a we have Gmail. We have web application, mobile application. No? Everyone using a daily life Gmail. We get the mails from the colleges, from the organization, different mails. Or we'll send the mails to your friends. Just can you tell any can you share your experience or any application on web application or mobile application? Calendar and reminder. In calendar, we can have mobile in the mobile also. Calendar is a schedule. Events, what are the events are available? Event calendar we can have it in the web application, or else in the mobile application we have a already we have a calendar, no, mobile app calendar. In the mobile app, in the calendar we'll had a reminder. We can have a session every day 10 p.m. We'll have it on AWS restart programming. We can add a reminder in the mobile app. I hope basic terminologies. Just you need to be know what is web application, what is mobile application, what is desktop application. Through the web, what are the applications you are accessing? Those are maybe a website or web application. Website is a static only, just you can access the content. Web application, through that you'll authorize that application. Through the authentication you'll access the what are the services available in that one, like Gmail or Google Doc, Google Sheet, Google Drive also. You can upload them. You can upload your documents. You can organize your structured you can create the folder and you can make it a workspace, and you can share them. You can share it. These are all the backend services services are providing on the Google platform. Similarly, those web applications are built in the form of a mobile application. Through the through the mobile device, we can access those mobile apps. We can access mobile applications, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Now tell me, what are the desktop applications? Browser is a desktop application. MS Office is a desktop application. I hope. And you can see my screen. These are the applications are all categorized into the mobile desktop application only. Browser, photos. I can view the photos, calendar, calculator, camera. And what about the IoT? iWatch, it comes under IoT. iWatch. In the iWatch, iWatch, what are the your heart rate, heartbeat, our synchronizing mobile application and web, we can synchronize web application also, um, according to the customization. And iWatch is giving a fault detector. Similarly, we have a different devices uh, in IoT. Mm, in a traffic, if you're going high speed, there's a device, there is a camera, it will capture you, your speed, and police department will identify that speed, and they'll give you the chalana. That is an IoT application. Um, AWS is giving simplified and easy to build these kind of small scale or medium scale or large scale. All the service, just plug and play and pay as services. I hope from this slide you will be now you can categorize your web application. What is a web application? What is a mobile application? What is desktop application or Internet of Things IoT applications? I hope home gadgets will come, home products are coming from IoT also. You can operate from to the mobile home gadgets. You can on off lights, fan. Mm, what are the electrical gadgets available in the home automations? You can automate and you can. That is on an IoT application also. Thanks, Vinita, for sharing this kind of application. Okay. Mm, Let me um, now are you able to categorize the application, web application, mobile application, desktop application, IoT application? If yes, yes, make it in the chat box. Or still you have a confusion, let me know. I'll clarify your doubts. Please respond in the chat box. I'll come to know when then I'll move to the next slide. I hope. What are the components available in your laptop or desktop? You can see by through the image. తప్పకుండా అన్నాను తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్పడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాను అండ్ నేను రెండు బ్యాలెన్స్ చేస్తాను. Okay. I hope ఎవరెవరు అంటే can I know any అంటే మీ రెగ్యులర్ లైఫ్ లో ఈ కాంపోనెంట్స్ చూసిన వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా నా దగ్గర నుంచి anyone is there or already already seen these kind of components? To compute any application, a simple calculation or even simple calculation also, minimum basic components are required. First one is CPU and RAM, network card, storage device is naturally a hard disk. These all the things that will be integrated into the motherboard. Inside the hard disk, we'll install the operating system. On top of operating system, we'll install the applications. Through that, we'll compute our applications. We'll write them. We'll coding. We'll code it. We'll create the documents. We'll view the photos, videos, movies, lot of things. Generally, we will shop. Even online, we can do the online shopping also. And this is a HD hard disk. Now we have a SSD hard disk also. This is the cable, connectivity cable. This is the hard disk. This is the connecting cable, audio card. To the audio card, currently we are connecting our headsets, and this is a RAM, and this is the pin which we regularly will see in side of the laptop ports, USB port, USB 3, audio jack pin, SD pin, VG port, network slot. And inside the desktop or motherboard, these are all the components that will be inserted into the motherboard. I hope to on and off we need a power supply. I hope for laptop there's an adapter will be there. For CPU, power supply cabin will be there. This is a network card. I can see the network card. In the network card only, using the network card only, we connect your network cable card, and another chip will be there. A Wi-Fi chip will be there. It's not showing here. It's not visible. We can see. You can browse it, and you can see that one. And this is the way a processor will be there. Can know the when you're buying a laptop, i3, i5, i7. MacBook was coming with own chip M1, M2. This is a SSD hard disk. This is the difference between SSD hard disk and HD hard disk. In HD hard disk, magnetic is pretty there, and SSD it's like chip based, like how you are using a pen drive, chip based like. It's a more fastable compared to HDD. Connecting cables, video adapters. Video adapter will be used for multimedia people were using. to get the data from the camera. Media adapters will be used for that. Here, basic things to understand what components available inside the computer, because similar components, same technologies we're using in the server side also. I'll show you. Those are the components, similar components. Even when you're creating instance also, we use the same technologies to get more comfort. To have in a server, we need a CPU or RAM, storage. If it is a database, we'll install the database, and any server or any database through network only we will access. For that, we need to allocate that IP address for the any database or server through the DNS only, and switch and router will be there based on the when you're typing in any time when you're typing IP address or any domain name, um, these will router will take care where to route, and switches is connection between, like, we this concept will cover in the network topic. Just you need to know the you need to know even terminologies. CPU, you need to know CPU, RAM, storage, database, um, router, switch, DNS. These are the server components, and these are the components or generally you will see in your laptop or desktop. Even operating system, you'll see normally Windows application or Mac OS. If you're using MacBook, you're using for in server, we have a server OS operating system. Windows server operating system is there, and if it is a Linux flavor, you will see Ubuntu, CentOS. In Mac also we have a server side voice. Uh, in 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 server side, majority we use a Linux. So, Linux commands or Linux scripts. Um, you need to have some basic knowledge on basic commands, because we need to connect, we need to copy, we need to transfer them. We need to do some configurations. Amazon giving Amazon have own Linux server also. It's just like Ubuntu flavor. I'm not going categorize all the voices. Just giving a brief or knowledge what regularly we see in the our laptop and desktop, and what are the in the server side level. What are the technologies we are using generally. To create an instance, we need to tell how many CPUs is required, how many memory, which RAM is required, storage capacity, how much storage capacity is required. That's it. We have instance, just general instance, and we need to tell the operating system also. That's fine. Or else, if you have a on top of operating system, we need a database. We can install we can install on that on top of operating system. Or else, Amazon giving directly operating system. Just we need to tell a CPU, a RAM, a storage, what kind of database is required. and there itself it will be connected to the backend server, the server, and it will be allocated to one IP address. Through that IP address, we'll access that one. And this is the middle layer. Router and switch will be a middle layer. Through that, one of our you will get a one IP address, and through security channel, you'll get access any database or server. Keep remember, because later coming sessions we will generally use just this is the introduction for motherboard. What's in the what will the components, core components will be there: CPU, memory, storage, network card, video card, computer ports. If you're using a desktop, and you can dismantle your cabin. You can open your cabin and you can see this one. If you're using laptop, only when you're going to the service center, you can see these kind of things. And CPU is like our brain. You do multiple processings. Generally studying in our, if you are coming in IT background, this is a well-known item. Memory, RAM, random access memory. We have a different sizes. We have a RAM in MG, GB. Now, I hope we are getting a RAM 8GB, 4GB, 8GB, 16GB. Even now, we are available in 32GB also. Not that confirmed, but I have to have seen 16GB. It's like secondary memory, like in the brain, secondary memory will be there, no, for the process. What are the brain inside the brain? What are the memories are there? You will recollect those memories through the secondary memory only. Like it's a what are the data was storing into the hard disk to read or to run your operating system. Hard disk it will be stored through the RAM only. You load from the BIOS. Is the when you started when you start your desktop or laptop, BIOS will be started. In the BIOS, it will enable all the peripherals connected to the motherboard, and it starts read all the peripherals like hard disk, network card, audio card, video card, display, all the peripherals. This will come all the peripherals will read it, and through the RAM, and it will load major services, operating system services through the RAM only. And what are the applications you're running? Once you're clicking on the double click, that will be loaded also in the RAM only. Even server side also, it's a major part. Storage and memory and CPU. Based on that only, your server performance will be good. You want to process on our file 20 file for process. 4GB RAM is not sufficient. There we need more. like 32 or 64 GB RAM is required to process. If we're coming in a multimedia background, I hope they will understand more. RAM, when you're going, when you're monitoring any application, what else? What is? Why not? Let me. Uh, Microsoft is giving a we can monitor also, no? CPU, memory, hard disk, storage. A disk is nothing with the storage, and Wi-Fi is a network card. CPU. Um, I'm performing multiple tasks, multiple processing, almost utilizing 96 percentage, and my RAM is 8.6 and I'm utilizing 4.6. If I run more application, it um, um I mean to say memory performance will be increases. No, it occupies more. Memory occupies more, and if sufficient memory is not there, our system will be getting high. Similarly, a storage. Um, Here just only read and write performance activity we can see how much memory is occupying storage device we can see there here. I think through the Microsoft. I have total capacity is 237 GB, which is 256. 250 GB hard disk, and it's available now 43. Some of the memory is hidden because of operating system will occupy hidden memory. Because of that one, some memory is occupied, and out of 250, I have now 43. You need to know basic things: CPU, memory, storage, network. No need. That will take care of. You need to configure only. Once you configure, that network part will be AWS will take care. These are the 10 models major you need to know in a server side. When you're going to the any AWS services, what's you need to, if you're creating any server, you need to mention a CPU, a memory, or storage, and the operating system. If it is not operating system, you need to, if it is a database, you need to select the database. That's it. If you know, you can create it immediately. And I'll move to the next slide. We already discussed HD hard disk and solid state hard disk. The major difference is in HD, magnetic disk will be there. This is one you can see SSD. This it look like it's a chip based completely. Magnet disk will not be available for that in that. And compared to SSD will be faster and more performance. We go next slide. A simple network, how it look like. You can see this is a server. This is available in the data center through routers and switch. We'll be able to access mobile phone through the mobile phone or desktop or laptop. Simple network. And most probability Ethernet, this technology will using Ethernet or optical fiber cable also. Even because right now Geo is Geo fiber will gain. It will also move into the optical fiber. Earlier is that they are providing Ethernet cable to the internet cable to the high to provide in high speed. They move to they switch to the optical cables. You can find it if you are using any internet provider. You can find those um, cables, and we have a inside the switch router and switch Wi-Fi router. We have a Wi-Fi router and switch also is there. Using Wi-Fi router, we will connect multiple devices, and if you find the router backside, you can find the switches, Ethernet ports. You can find it. Just have a look on that one device so that will come to know all the Ethernet cable. What is it? Where will the Ethernet cable will be connected? Where will the optical fiber will be connected? And some antennas is there that will be given for the certain distance to connect your devices. You can find those antennas. Just have a look. Just all those kind of things. And these are the internet interfaces. I hope if you find an antenna like this, it's a wireless one, um, like Wi-Fi. You can connect wired. It's a Ethernet port. You can this port. I hope if you see in a desktop or laptop, you can find the Ethernet port also. Let me know. Are you able to find the Ethernet port in your laptop or desktop? Can you respond in the chat box? And this is a wireless. In your home, you can find this kind of antennas. Get an awareness on these kind of technologies. Which one wired, which one wireless. Well, Ethernet cable. I hope Ethernet cable will be look like this. Optical fiber. I hope if you're using any Geo fiber or Airtel fiber, Act fiber, if you're using, you can find the optical fiber cable there itself. Just explore. It's some exercise for you. Maximum. What is the slide in here? You can see. I hope generally, if you're using old laptop or desktop, you can find the SD hard disk. If you're using a latest update, you can find the SSD hard disk. You can see the difference here itself. A disk, this one is a SSD. If you're in a laptop in a desktop is HDD, it is a HDD hard disk. The major difference is the SSD will be a chip based, HSD will be a disk, magnetic disk. Magnetic disk will be there. It will in the magnetic disk data will be stored there. Binary data will be stored zeros and ones. Similarly, the chip based like pen drive, like pen drive is not SSD hard disk. It's a chip based. Similarly, advanced in a SSD, advanced chip based technology they are using, and in the SSD for faster, more performance. And you can find the RAM and CPU. What kind of you mean to say what type of CPU you're using? See here a core 2 and base speed was mentioned, processing speed also, and it is a Intel Core i3 2.6 gigahertz. In AWS, it will be T1, T2, tiers will be there. T1 small, medium, T1 micro, small, like similarly T2 micro, small. We have name by the naming. It will tell you this much minimum. I mean, the 4 GB RAM, for 50 GB hard disk. It will be like that. Just by seeing that, you come to know how much memory, how many CPUs are will be there, how much memory will be there, how much storage capacity will be there. Just simply we need to select what tire, which one tire we need, T1 or T2, T3. You come to know those kind of technologies from when you move into the AWS platform. Uh, but before going that one, you need to have a basic things, so that what are the available surrounding your premises. I'm sharing those kind of technologies for you. Let me move to the another slide. Operating system. I hope everyone using Windows operating system. Let me know your operating system. What kind of operating system you're using? In a Windows, which one is? Are you using Windows 10 or Windows 11, or anyone guy or using MacBook, Mac OS, or Linux, Ubuntu, like Ubuntu? Can you drop the message in the chat box? What's the operating system in your laptop is running? Is it Windows 7 or 10, 11, or Mac OS? Let me know if anyone using a Linux operating system like Ubuntu, CentOS. Red Hat is server side. Everyone using Windows 10. Nice. Okay. In the mobile, in your mobile, what kind of operating system you using? Android. You're using Android or is iOS? Anyone using Android, iOS? Android and iOS both are mobile operating system, and was developed by Google team, and iOS is developed by Apple team. Both are Linux flavors, and they simplified and they given a GUI, graphical GUI, without commands we can access. When you're coming to the AWS, we have a Microsoft server, Windows Windows Microsoft servers. That's GUI part. But when you're in a real-time environment, most of it using, if you're working in a Windows environment, you'll use a PowerShell. If you're using the Linux environment, that irrespective, it's a Linux which is covering AWS or else Ubuntu, any other operating system, Linux level. Generally, you have a command line. You need to know some basic commands. Linux operating system. I know you're all are freshers and recently graduated, or else who are migrating from non-IT background to an IT background. Mm, don't worry, our team will be helping for you to get the stuff on Linux environment. Um, even Python also you can use as server-side scripting, and I'll be there for to guide you AWS part. We deal all the things, couple of things. Yeah. Um, AWS services. We'll see um, cloud computing. Sorry, we'll see we have an instance. We'll have a database. We'll have a storage. In this bucket, we call them S3 bucket. Mm, 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 and we'll see how to deploy a web application or website. Um, what the things we can see. We'll see the Linux commands also, because through the Linux commands only will all the we can do. Go to the exam now. You can see. We'll build our own network into the AWS cloud network, cloud that is VPC, virtual private cloud. There in the virtual cloud, we'll have a switch, NAT, those are networking concept, router also will be there, and we build our own security area. We'll have a database, we'll have a network, we have a storage, we have our own servers. We'll build it, and all everything will be there in our modules. It's coming in coming sessions. We'll look into all the topic day by day. We slowly from the scratch level, we'll build it, and we'll own it, all the concepts slowly. And most of the Linux are command line interfaces. Few of operating system Linux based came with GUI also. We can have GUI also, but I recommend practice in a command line. GUI high. If you're not freshers, in starting from basic GUI, better high recommended to command line. I'll let me to the next slide, and that's all. We covered all applications: mobile web application, mobile application, desktop application, IoT application, computer components, network components. Uh, we see all the CPU, memory, storage, networking card. We have seen operating systems, all basic components. That's this content is already is available in the cloud foundation. Cloud foundation. This is the introduction cloud computing. You can have it. You can just go through that one, and you have a just quizzes there. You can attend. You can attend that quiz. Just go through the thing content. What is available is on the learning platform for you. If you don't have an access, um, get our coordinators who can help out you to get all the things. Anything else I can cover? Apart of that, just IT terminologies. Already we covered router. This is a router. I can generally can view your Wi-Fi router, and that is provided by the your provider, optical fiber provider. That router is connected to the switch, to the network provider switch, and through the switch it is connected to the board. it's just like infrastructure, just building infrastructure. Um, if we have a mean to say why we are going to the building, or we if we have a little bit, I'm going to that a little bit. I know these are the advanced concepts, um, advanced topic. Um, um, Let me think. Let me consider. I have a company, an office, and I want to build an application. For that application, my client will be access. There, I need a obviously I have a I need to build an office, and separately I need to build a data center to maintain my application. In data center, I'll have a server, servers, data storage blocks, all the things, network, all the things, and through the data center, through my website, clients will be accessible for you. Here, I need to maintain my office as well as a data center also. What's the problem in there? I need to pay for the data center. Servers will be getting overheated. I need to make it a cooling maintenance. I need to maintain AC, hardware, and if um, clients are increasing, I need to increase my server storage capacity. I need to be scalable, and I need a separate team. And mine is a product-based company. Uh, to sell those kind of products, I need to build again IT team to monitor to maintain the servers, to monitor the servers, all the things. Instead of that one, I can go directly. If you're choosing AWS services or Azure or GCM, just on the server, install your application, and directly through the network, there itself will be available. I need to maintain a data center, any ACs, and manpower also is not required that much. Just I need to consider my products. Just what are the requests, based on the request, what kind of products I need to make it available and deliver to the client. That's it. Very simple. A lot of startup companies came their own idea, and they build their application, and they increase product, and it's a lot of competing. Example, Netflix. You can take a Netflix company. Netflix company was earlier in US. Um, they used to provide CD CD rental in US. Uh, when from there they moved to the server, on-premises server, from the on-premises server they moved to the AWS cloud. Um, um, by paying getting a subscription and pay the rent of the movie, and we can watch the movie there itself from the cloud environment. Similarly, in a Netflix application, they build on top of the AWS services only, and they using S3 buckets, S3 bucket storage blocks. They using backend services, Dropbox. Again, they using storage services. Gmail also is using cloud services like email services. you'll come to know what kind of service based on the requirement. You need to know what kind of services are required. Utilize. If you want a database service, you directly go to the select and you can select the database service. No. For the application, I'm using storages like videos, photos, videos. That one I'll use S3 bucket. No, I do send email to the client. I use email service. No, I do send SM messages to the client, all the clients. I can use SNS service. Mm, those are all the services are already available in all the cloud platform. Uh, the deployment models of the computer. It's, private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. You can build your own cloud also. Um, OpenStack is providing you can build your own cloud. You can build your own cloud server. Public cloud is completely like AWS, Azure, um, those kind of things. You can build hybrid cloud also. Make it a private channel, both private and public. Like IT service, my IT companies are now using IBM company. Um, Hybrid IBM are using have own cloud and public clouds also like Azure, AWS, GCM. They are IBM using a hybrid cloud in remaining IT companies also. It's not. Um, Coming to the types of computing, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Here we'll select the infrastructure, only the infrastructure. Um, like I'll select RAM, I'll some storage and CPU, and what kind of operating system is required. I need to select that one, and that example will comes under the infrastructure as a service. Mm, Platform as a service. Platform as a service. I'm not bothered about the infrastructure. See how much CPU, how much memory, how much storage. I'm not bothered. Just I need a platform. Already have a application. I'll tell. I'll select my platform. I need to say I have a Java application or Python application or any other technology .NET application. I'll select the platform, um, and I'll deploy into the platform, and it's available to the through the net. I'll access my application. Those that is example for the platform as a service, and the software as a service. Best example Gmail. Gmail is a software as a service. Google Drive, Gmail, um, Google Docs. The software as a service. All uh, in, you no need to bother about the infrastructure, what kind of platform is developed. No need. Just just have the application and run it. Just enjoy the application. What is the service? What are the backend giving services for you? Gmail will give a service for Gmail documents. You can make a collaboration documents. Google Sheet also. Drive. You can store your documents, your photos, videos, XYZ. That service is giving in a software as in a software. Through that software, you will access those kind of services. I On premises, you build an application, and you need to run the on premises. You need to follow. You need to have these all the things. You need to build a network. You need to have storage server, operating system, and for the application you need to build a middleware. You can use Java or Python, and you need to run it. After that, only you can have application and you can access AWS and Azure and GCM. All the clouds are providing infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a services. All of them. Generally, we majority will use infrastructure as a service or the platform as a service. I hope both. Both of examples will cover. Infrastructure service as this comes under we'll have a server that will comes under the infrastructure service. Database also it comes under the infrastructure service. Platform as a service, you can deploy a static application into the S3 bucket directly, and you can have it. You can directly through the internet. You can access that static application. If you want static website, if you want application, we have a platform, Elastic Bean concept, and you can write your own, you can build your own application in Java or Python. You can deploy as a platform as a service there itself. Major difference: infrastructure as a service or platform as a service. You know to bother about network, storage, server. Even virtualization concept is completely cloud is working on completely working on virtualizations. Mm, in infrastructure, we need to select the operating system, middleware. On top of that one, you need to build an application. You need to write the code. You need to run. Then you can access the application. Maybe this data will be maybe your it's like a database or log also will be there. I'm not discussing much because application contains a lot of data, even file storages. The data will comes under like file, even maybe files also, images also, or any other SQL database or non-SQL database, any other thing will be there. We can, or else you can go to the layers. Three tier. If you go three-tier architecture, middleware will be the one server, and the database will be another server, and our application web application will be one server. You can go three-tier architecture also. I'm not going to the three-tier architecture. Just giving you basic thing. Maybe we can keep it all the middleware and the database and application in a single server also, or else we can split it. In the platform as a service server, we not need to bother about the operating system, and just you need to build the application and you need to deploy the application. Automatically it will run and the application will be available. Maybe data we can keep separate like a database server. And a software service, nothing you need to bother. Just Gmail, just go gmail.com and enjoy the service like Gmail. Microsoft doing Office 365. It's also now the software service. Office is 365. You can browse it there like Google document, Google Sheet. You can enjoy all the things. I'm not going much more. Today's session I'll be wind up here itself. I hope I covered only the introduction part. Cloud computing, in a cloud computing, basic components, basic things are covered, and you can have it. Those things you can access through here. Introduction of the cloud. Mm, just go through that one. Let me know if you have any doubts now. I'll clarify, or else you can practice. Tomorrow we'll see next topics. I know it's a theory part, somewhat boring, but you need to know some technologies. You need to understand when I'm going to the AWS server, you need to know some technologies. I hope. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, let me know, or let me clarify today's session. What else? Okay. I need to keep. I give tomorrow. I'll provide a few links. Yeah, please unmute and or else you can share the um, chat box also. Shiny, please share your doubt. You can't open the AWS Canvas link. Um, mhm. Any error you're getting? How can I log in? Um, hmm, how can I log in means just type. I hope. Yes, our team will be provided for you a recording session by you, and I hope you get a mail if you subscribe for this course. Our team will be guide you, and they will provide you a link for you through the email. Um, in that through that email, you need to activate um, the AWS Restart codes. Then only can we get logins and you can access the canvas. Hope out recordings team will get you. The team will guide you. Recording, I don't know. Uh, our team is recording the sessions, and as per my knowledge, you can once you subscribe this course, you get a recordings all the sessions. How they are providing, I need to discuss tomorrow. I update the recording. How we get the recording sessions. Apart of that one, any questions on recording the session? Mm. If you don't have, we'll wind up. And
We'll see in the tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow if, if let me know and let me ask the team, all the members having accessing the student account. And if you have, are you, if when you are accessing the canvas, I'll show you the how to access the content and how to start your lab. And a part of the in the restart, you can access your AWS services, all the thing. That's a limited time. Beyond that, we'll have AWS free account. AWS free account we have. We can activate the free account also. Okay. Just let me discuss with the team members. I think that lab session timings is whether it is sufficient or not. If not, beyond that, you want to explore on the concepts you can explore, because in that there is a only the time limitation is there, or else you can have it AWS free trial account also. Um, it's open for you. You can explore. Maybe I'll show you the how to create a free account also. You can explore more from there itself. Tomorrow I'll share the information, those information. Apart of that, any other questions? Still we are in the introduction part. We make it as much as less theory and more practical, so that you can practice more and can ask, you can clarify your doubts, so that a concept we easily can understand. Today we have seen a basic component, computer components and server components, basic components, and cloud computing types, infrastructure as a platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service. You need to know some basic knowledge, some information, because if I use Elastic Beam, this comes under platform as a service. How can we come to know? I'll show you what are the services will comes under which category. What are the services comes on the platform, infrastructure as a service, or as platform as a service, what is software as a service. We have a AWS providing a machine learning library. It comes under the software as a service. Platform as a service, SNS or email service. This comes under the platform as a service. Infrastructure is comes under the want to create an instance or server or database. These all comes under the infrastructure as a service. We'll see in what are the services that we're covering. We'll categorize and we'll come to know practically one by one. If you have no doubts, let me know, or else we'll wind up the today's session. Yes or no? Can you chat? గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటాను, తెలుగులో చెప్తాను. ఈ ఫ్లోలో వెళ్ళిపోతుంది ఒక్కోసారి. జస్ట్ యూ కెన్ ఏమైనా అర్థం అవ్వకపోతే నన్ను అడుగు, నేను తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. I hope the concept is very clear. I think everyone is giving no, it's clear. We don't have doubts. Then we'll wind up the today's session and we'll close it. Thank you. Anil, you're there. You can end up the session now.
Hello. Hello.